Namaste. For Sangha Swayamsevaks and Sevikas, our Sangha Prarthana is not just a prayer, but a collective vow which we repeat every week in Shakha. It constantly reminds us of our vision and our mission, and also invokes our latent spiritual energies to achieve it. In our Prarthana, we request the Supreme Being, Paramatma, to bless us with 5 qualities which are required to become an ideal Sangha Swayamsevak or Sevika. These qualities are unconquerable self-strength, Atma Samarthyam, all-conquering character, Sushilam, knowledge to illuminate the path to the goal, Jnanam, a firm and effulgent resolve, Veeravratam, and a steadfast dedication towards the goal, Dheyanishta.
In the Ramayana, Prabhu Sri Ram is described as being Dharma personified. Similarly, the founder of Sangha, Param Pujaniya Dr. Keshav Baliram Hedgewarji, was Sangha personified. Today, on the eve of his Jayanti, we will be presenting a few anecdotes from his life. Let us all learn, get inspired, and try to emulate the life of Dr. Ji. Dhanyavad.
Namaskar.
Today we are going to talk about Ajayam Atma Samarthyam. Ajayam Atma Samarthyam means invincible strength. We should be strong so that no one would dare insult us, offend us. Our strength is not to harm anyone but to ensure that no one does harm to us. The world understands the language of strength. The world respects and worships strength.
Let me tell you a story about Ajayam Atma Samarthyam from Dr. Ji's life. During the initial days of Sangha work, Dr. Ji organized a baitak of some learned people and intellectuals in Pune. The idea was to introduce them to Sangha work and seek their support and involvement. After Dr. Ji introduced the idea, the discussion very quickly derailed into a debate where one of the intellectuals arrogantly started asking, "Who is that who says Bharat is a Hindu Rashtra?" Dr. Ji, without quoting any book or scholar, calmly but firmly said, "I, Dr. Keshav Baliram Hedgewar, say that the Bharat is Hindu Rashtra." After hearing this firm thunder of conviction from Dr. Ji, the tone of the entire discussion changed and turned favorable towards the idea. In spite of facing such doubts, suspicion and hostile opinions, just relying on his inner strength alone, Dr. Ji continued to work relentlessly towards the goal. Thanks to the foundation laid by him, today we see a large body of research providing strong intellectual basis of Bharat's being a Hindu identity. This shows his unconquerable inner strength. Ajayam Atma Samarthyam. Dhanyavad.
Namaskar. Sushil character. Once a friend of Dr. Ji was facing some financial problem. He wanted to borrow some amount urgently, but he could not get the sufficient amount in time. He approached Dr. Ji hesitantly because he knew Dr. Ji himself was not a rich man either. But he knew Dr. Ji could help somehow. Barrister Abhyankar was a well-known public figure in Nagpur, but he was not in favor of Sangha. However, he was financially well off, and Dr. Ji knows he could help his friend, so he took his friend to Barrister's house. Barrister Abhyankar readily lent the man rupees 500, a heavy sum at that time. Then Dr. Ji asked him for a piece of paper. "I will write you a promissory note as proof that you have lent this sum to my friend." To this, Barrister Abhyankar retorted, "It will be utterly foolish of me to ask Dr. Hedgewar for a promissory note. Everyone in Nagpur knows that you will return the money." This is an acknowledgement of good character even from political opponent. Shows how Dr. Ji has imbibed Sushilam Lokapujitam, character renowned world over in his personality. Namaste.
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 This is Dr. G.
Today we are talking about one of Dr. G's qualities, Dheya Marga Prakashakam Jnanam.
Dheya Marga Prakashakam Jnanam means having clear vision and understanding about the goal and the path to achieve the goal.
There is a famous Hanuman temple in Pune. It is called Sonia Maruti Mandir. People from other religions wanted to stop ringing the bell in the temple.
The local Hindu community came together and declared a big agitation. At the same time, there was a Sangha Shiksha Varg going in Pune. So, of course, all of them requested or wanted all the Swayamsevaks participating in the Sangha Shiksha Varg to participate in the agitation. Our Karyakartas thought about it, and Dr. G brought out the point that we can dissolve the Sangha Shiksha Varg and go and participate in it, because once you participate, you are going to get arrested. But that will actually impact our next year's work and following year's work. So what we should do? So what Dr. G did is, he allowed the Sangha Shiksha Varg to continue as it is, but at the same time, he himself went and participated in the agitation and went to the temple and rang the bell, which actually excited the whole community which came there, and they also felt that the whole Sangha is behind them. So this way, he was able to achieve both, and we also should be able to take right decisions, keeping our long-term and short-term goal in our mind. Dhanyavad.
Veerabratam means a firm and radiant resolve. Later in his life, Dr. G was suffering from acute back pain and illness. His physicians had advised him complete rest and to take regular medicinal baths in the hot springs of Rajgir in Bihar state of Bharat. The hot springs had curative properties which can provide temporary relief from the pain. At that time, there were very few shakhas outside Nagpur, indeed none in Rajgir. Dr. G had rented a home in the town where he stayed with a young Swayamsevak who would look after his needs. One day while he was taking rest, a few local students had come to the door. They were collecting donations for their school function. The attending Swayamsevak turned them away, saying, "Sahab is sleeping, do not disturb." But Dr. G overheard him and got up, and by the time he came out, the students had left. When the Swayamsevak explained what happened, Dr. G was very upset. He said, "We go door to door trying to motivate young people, and when young people had come to our door, you turned them away?" He asked the Swayamsevak to once again invite the students, and when they returned, Dr. G inquired the students about their activities in a most affectionate tone. He also gave them a contribution of 1 rupee for their school function. And it was on the basis of this acquaintance that a Sangha Shakha was later started in Rajgir in Bihar. Although he was bedridden and suffering from physical illness, he never swerved from his chosen path of Sangha work, which demonstrates his firm and radiant resolve even while facing adverse situations.
Namaste everyone. Today we are going to talk about the quality Deya Nishta, which means steadfast dedication. We'll now tell a story on Dr. G's life.
From 1930 to 1940, Dr. G's health was getting worse. And there was a 40-day SSV being held in Nagpur where he lived, where people from all over India were attending. He really wanted to tell a speech at the SSV, but his doctors told him that he should stay in his bed at his house because he was too sick.
He was running a high fever, but he still really wanted to speak at this SSV. So the doctors and also Guruji, who was actually the Sarva Adhikari for this specific SSV, they all consulted each other, and then they came to a decision, and Guruji then allowed Dr. G to speak at this SSV. This was actually the speech that he said at this SSV was the very last speech that he told in his to the public. And in this speech, he essentially said that his audience was like basically the future of India, since they were all Karyakartas from all over India. And he emphasized that one should never call themselves a former Swayamsevak, and they should always continue Sangha work. And this his speech really embodied the line from the Prarthana which says Hindu Sankata na karye, Dhyaya Nishtha Sthirastunaha. Namaste.